Today, I'm gonna be making chicken stock. You can see I got a big stack of bones here in front of me. And so we're gonna be talking bone broth a little bit, but we're gonna make a great chicken stock for you. I'm gonna give you that recipe, tell you how I do it, show you how I cook it down. And if you want a great chicken stock for your recipes where you're not packed full of salt and other things you don't want, then what you need to do is make your chicken stock at home. Stick around, let me show you how I make my chicken stock from scratch. Hey there, I am Chef Johnny. This is Texas style barbecue and cuisine. And you can see these bags in front of me. Folks, I collect chicken bones. A lot of y'all may know I have a barbecue business and we're cooking chickens every weekend. So I'm cutting the back bones out and the breast bones out, throw them in a bag, put them in the freezer. And after a while, when I have a lot of bones, I'll cook these down for chicken stock, for bone broth, and things like that. So we're gonna get these in the pan. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you how I kind of get my herbs and everything ready that goes in with this. And we're gonna get this cooking. So come in here close and let's see what's going on here. You can see my packages of chicken bones. I just label what they are. And if you watch any of my chicken videos, you'll see me cutting out the backs, cutting out the breastbone. Now, if you want to make this chicken stock from whole birds and do it that way, that's fine. I actually have a video that I'll put a link to below that is how to do shredded chicken. And if you look at that, you'll see how I season up, how I cook that chicken, and then I save the broth off of it for chicken stock also. But today we're gonna do a basic chicken stock, not a whole lot of flavorings in it, so that it'll be a little more neutral and we can use it in a lot of different dishes. But I just get all my bags, and what I'm gonna do is, you gotta get a nice sized stock pot. I got a nice big stock pot here. Don't overcrowd it. It would be better to do this in 2 batches than overcrowd 1 big batch. But just take your bags, get them open, and start dropping them into the pot. And these have already, like I said, been trimmed up. They're ready to go. It's just the bones of the breastbone and the backbone. So let me get these in here, and I'll show you our next step. As I was going through this, I found some turkey parts. So talk about turkey in a second. But also, this bone was not cut up. So this is the backbone. Here's the tail. This is up in the rib cage. One thing that's good to do is to cut them in a little bit smaller pieces. If you want to get them in half, that would be great. 3 pieces even better. That way it'll yield it out a whole lot better of getting the flavors out of these bones. So we could drop those in there. And here's my turkey breast bone. So I definitely want to, there we go. It's in too. So drop that in there. That cartilage is going to help us a lot. And of course, here's the backbone out of that turkey. Cut the tail off. Drop those in, and I'll take this backbone and chop it into about 3 or 4 pieces. Right there. So that's about what we're looking for. I got the stock pot filling up right now, and I'm going to take that water to about 2 inches above those bones. And what we'll do after that is get it on the stove, bring it to a boil. Then we're going to turn it down to a simmer, and we're going to let it simmer for about 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. Then we're going to skim it, get anything that's floated to the top off. We're going to add our other ingredients. So we'll get back with you when it's time to skim and add the other ingredients. This is what else is going in. I got 3 nice sized carrots. And what I'm going to do is just cut these into about 4 pieces. Bigger end, shorter. That way it'll cook down more. We're going to get that in there. So carrots are ready. That's going in. I've got some celery stalks going in. And I'll just cut the root off. These have been rinsed off already, but I'll cut them about that long. And use these leaves. Very flavorful, so make sure you put the leaves in there. A lot of flavor in the leaves. So that was probably maybe a half a bunch of celery. Got a bunch of parsley stems. You can see my stems of parsley there. Going to drop those in. If we were going to do a sachet, you could put these in the sachet. I'm not going to do a sachet or a sack of spices. I'm just going to put those in there. An onion. You really could use the skins on this. It doesn't hurt. You don't have to necessarily peel your onion. But I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it into about 6ths, right? Make some nice pieces. They can be nice, bigger pieces. It's fine. Onions ready. And then I don't have any peppercorns. This is going on during our quarantine, so I'm going to put a tablespoon of pepper, tablespoon of garlic. Don't have fresh garlic. So that's what's going in with our chicken. And we're going to get this in at the same time we do this first skim. Check this out a little bit. You can see in here we're starting to get some foam up at the top. Got a little bit of a boil going. We just want to be at a simmer. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this foam and get it off. And we're doing this so we can clear our stock. Get the impurities out. We're going to drop all these vegetables in. Like I said, the skins won't hurt you. They're just going to add flavor to it, so you don't have to necessarily peel those off. If you want to, you can. And I'll have a list of the different vegetables I use, and this is be kind of a neutral flavored stock. It's going to have a lot of chicken flavor in it. We're not going to put any other strong flavors in there. So we're going to let this go about another hour. Let's get the lid back on it. It's off the stove about almost 3 hours, about 2 hours and 45 minutes into this. I've got a really nice rich stock. Hasn't been off too long, cooled a little bit, but I'm going to pour it into here. I've got a strainer. It's going to go into this big bowl, and then I'll show you the next step after we do that. But be careful, don't burn yourself, because this is still hot stuff. You can probably see the steam coming off of here. Fog my glasses. All right, I'm gonna pick this up, let my stock come out. At this stage, if I was wanting to make a bone broth, I would take the bones I just pulled out, pull every bit of meat off of them, get the vegetables out, and I would go back in for another long, slow heating of those bones to pull out some more nutrients. Crock pot's a great way to do that. You can put them in there, go overnight, get some more nutrients. But like I said, the majority of our nutrients and our flavor are in this broth here. It's got a great taste to it, but it's not salty at all. You taste it, you go, ooh, that needs salt, because there's no salt in it. That way, we can put the amount of salt we want in it, but also it's a kind of a neutral chicken flavor, and so you can use it in many different dishes. So let me show you the next step, since we've got it in our big container. On this step, you usually see two different types of strainers used. One, a chinois, which is a very fine mesh. It's like screen wire that's very, very fine. Or you even look in cookbooks that tell you get a china cap. This is solid metal with perforated holes, and line it with cheesecloth. When you do that, it does a whole lot what this does. But we're gonna just use the chinois today to strain it. And if you look, I have a very thin pan here. It's gonna cool a lot faster. We have to cool this within 6 hours to below 41 degrees, but you only have 2 hours to get it to 70. We know it was just at a simmer. That's 185, 190, right? So anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna strain it into here. Now it's got a lot more surface area. It's gonna cool faster, and we'll lay a bag, a Ziploc bag with ice in it to help cool it, put an ice below it and make an ice bath. That's gonna cool it even faster. I'm not gonna show you all those steps, but I will show you straining it into this first pan. Go to a second pan if we need to, we'll get a third one. But the more surface area, the faster it'll go, because we've got 2 hours to get it to 70 degrees so that we can maintain a safe product to consume. So I'm gonna take my chinois, and I'm just gonna take a jug here. And I skimmed this a couple of times more after I showed y'all a while ago to get some of the, just the trash that was floating up to the top. But right here. And an ice paddle works great, and that's what our bags are turning into, is just an ice paddle. So there you have it. You have a great neutral chicken stock with no salt added to it. If you wanted to strain it through cheesecloth, you could. You could pull out some more particulates. If we would have slowed down some, it would have been a little more clear. But also realize this, as it sits, it's going to clear some. But don't forget, the faster you cook it, the cloudier it will get, and sometimes you can't get those clouds out of it when you cook a stock real fast. If it's not important that it's clear, then that's fine. I just want to give this a try. Been sitting here for a second, so let's see how this stock tastes. I sampled it a while ago, but do one for y'all. There you go. It's a rich chicken flavor. It'll work fantastic for a soup base. I do it with my Roger Ragland diet. I make a vegetable soup every week, and I'll use this to make that soup with, so that I don't have to use a canned broth or stock, and I don't have to just use water. It'll be much more flavorful and a whole lot better for you by doing it this way. If you're gonna do a bone broth, clean up those bones, slowly cook them again, slowly cook them a third time. Works great for bone broth. Same process. Chicken broth, chicken bone broth is supposed to be very good for the stomach. Other things, it helps heal, but I do know that's one of the items. So thanks for stopping by Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Always appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video of how to make chicken stock. If you did, give me that thumbs up. Tell your friends and family about us. Share this with your friends. Put it on your social media. Let people know what's going on here at Texas Style Cuisine. We need the help. Help us grow the channel. And thanks a lot, folks. We're going to see y'all down the road on Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Goodbye.